pass out. You're done. So they immediately passed out. The pressure. Okay, so my boyfriend's been ordering these factor meals and
Hey, Stat. Nice to see you. What's up? It's supposed to be raining, and it is not raining. It looks like the sky is clearing, actually. They are saying rain, rain, rain. I don't have any makeup on. I did the best I could do with my hair. I have one hand, and it's my non-dominant hand, so I can't really do anything. You saw Jesus twice in your family tree. Oh, gosh. So, yep. I'm actually prepared tonight. I have a whole list of things we could talk about. That's what happens when you fall and bust up your hand. You have time to make lists, but it's kind of funny because I had to write it with my non-dominant hand. Hi. Am I here? I mean, I'm here, but because the screen opened. Oh, okay. I don't know if it's the laptop, if it's the Wi-Fi. I don't. And see, I'm lagging now. I don't know. I really don't know. Aw, thanks, just me. I Yeah, and just me, and I told you that I wouldn't, because why? I address my issues directly with the person that I have the issues with. I don't do it publicly or on social media. Oh, good. The white linen jacket. Yep. You're the best seamstress. If I ever get married, just me, I'm going to sing. Um, back. All right, I'm gonna get it anyway. Let's see if this works. Do you see me? I do have my iPad just in case I need it. I'm so sorry. I was so prepared tonight too. This is like bullshit. I was prepared. I thought, let's see. All of these chords I have. Oh, that's what happened. That's better. That's better. Okay. I don't know what happens to the Wi-Fi and the computer between, like, at certain times of the day. I know, what do they call it? Where they slow down the speeds or something. Am I frozen or am I okay? Throttle. Oh, okay. So you did see me. Yeah, they it happens around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then sometime in the evening. They may have done it earlier because was today the last day of school, I think, or yesterday or something. So there were probably a lot of people on. Unfortunately, because it used to be mainly a tourist thing out here, but a lot of people have moved here. COVID, everybody from the city came here. And it really slowed down the Wi-Fi, and it really overloaded the systems. But they're not putting any fiber optics. I don't really know what they're doing, but to be perfectly honest, I'm getting sick and tired of paying for this shitty service. I have Verizon for my phone, and the phone service is shitty too. So I don't know if it's my location compared to where the cell towers are. I don't know. I don't know anything about that stuff. All I know is that I was so ready tonight. It's so disappointing. I have a whole list of things we can talk about, and I have a whole bag of face masks. Oh, hi, Malinois Mama. Oh, that's on my list. The aliens. Aliens is on my list. But I was going to do a face mask. And I have a lot of them to choose from. The only problem is you kind of need two hands to open those sheets up. And I only have these two fingers. I have this hand. So I can try it. But suffice to say, there are things that I absolutely cannot do. I can't unscrew a jar or a bottle of water or anything. I have to run across to my neighbor's house and ask them to unscrew stuff for me. Or when I see the neighbor's kids outside, I'm like, oh, I had three jars of peaches. I guess they come in Costco and in packages of 3. And my neighbor's girls were outside by the pool, and I'm like, please, can you please open these jars of peaches? So I went to the doctor yesterday, and yesterday? Oh my God, it is Thursday. I thought it was Friday. And she took the sutures out, said it looks really good. And next week, she said she might take the pins out. I'm not all that eager for that. I'd rather wait a little while longer. Well, I had to use my teeth to open the bottles from my pills, because they have those tops, that the child-proof tops. I didn't. Oh my God, Piper, here we go. Piper's at it. She's up. Piper's up. As long as Piper is up, there's trouble, right? Is there trouble? Come here. Come say hi. Come say hi to everybody. Come on. Come. She doesn't know what's going on. She's like, what is this? What is this whole thing you have set up here? I dropped a hair clip, and I know she's going to. Oh, there it is. She's going to go after it and chew it up. That's what she's after. She's after my hair clips or the wireless mouse. Yeah. That's what she's like stalks me to steal things. So I had to like stick the bottle part in I don't use my front teeth. I use my side teeth and open the pill bottles like that. It's interesting. Well, I just they're all open now. I'm just leaving them with the tops off, because what I did get, I actually got new prescriptions yesterday, and I had to do it again because it's just like a refill thing. So I would have to call them, and calling CVS is, no matter what you do, you have to go through this whole press 1, press 2 for English, for Spanish. If you want to talk to the pharmacist, if you want to do this, if you want to, Piper, honestly, and this, now she was after this, my chubby stick, the little, now she's after I took Tic Tacs just in case. Piper, please, she's like, please go away. I can't take you anymore. She's terrible. She's so bad. So, yeah, the aliens, I know, but I have to open the pill bottles too. So it's, my teeth are okay. If I didn't knock them all out of my head with the fall, I think I'm okay. So, like when I went to the doctor yesterday, how do you feel? And this and that. I mean, it aches and it's sore, but, and, I have only one hand, a non-dominant hand, but it could have been a whole lot worse. I came down on my knee, and a tibial plateau fracture would have been 1,000 times worse than this. I wouldn't be able to drive, nothing. So, so then after she takes the pins out, then I go to hand therapy. I don't know. I feel like this, yeah, I'm a lefty feeling. I feel like my ring, the fourth finger, still just like flops around, and I don't know if that's normal or I don't know. I've never, I don't know, like when it does flop around, it hurts. I mean, not 10 out of 10, like I'm going to die hurt, but it smarts, as my father used to say. So, it was just an accident. My internet node? What's an internet node? Oh, God. Malinois mama, that is a wicked bad injury. Wicked bad. I know PA was skiing in Val d'Isère in France, and hey, Moonchild, what's up? And she fell and she fractured her tibial plateau, and it was just getting back to the States from France with that injury was it was bad. And then she was out of work for what are you doing? Oh my God. I'm not paying attention to her and she's mad. Oh, your dog said it to you. Oh. Yeah, it's like, crazy accidents just happen. This was in my wildest dreams, I never ever could have imagined how this happened, really. 2012. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, see, that's what just me when I fell, the concrete steps, the deck is right there and it's a raised deck. And when I was going forward, it happened so fast, but my mind was like, oh my God, my teeth. That's the first thing I thought of because I was going head first into the side of the deck and I was like, oh, and I don't remember. I want to say that I dropped my leg to go down so that I didn't connect with, I don't even remember, but I do remember seeing the deck and thinking to myself, oh shit. But the cracks were closed, yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah, when falls are really. Hey, Alice. They can be really bad. I'm really surprised that I didn't do something to my knee, because the day after and the second day after I fell, my knee was so swollen and it was so stiff and uncomfortable. And I was like, I had to have done something to it. And the hand surgeon, she x-rayed and she said, no, it's just soft tissue damage. It's probably a lot of bleeding, because when she went in here, she said there was a big hematoma in here that she had to evacuate. Well, I kind of torn rotator cuff. As I sit here today, right now, I've got a torn rotator cuff. Hi, Linda. And trying to think how many years ago it was. It was before I had my elbow operated on. I was having pain, just like pain in my shoulder. I couldn't lift my arm up more than like halfway, like that. And I couldn't do anything. So I went to an orthopedic surgeon. I was like, I went to my primary first and I said, can you write me prescriptions for an x-ray and an MRI so I have them in hand when I go to the orthopedic surgeon and I'm not paying a copay just to make a social visit to get a prescription for an MRI. So I did have the MRI when I went there. And I want to say that there are 3 torn up things in my shoulder. At any rate, I think you should, Malinois. I think you should send gifts, money, cars, boats. Yeah, all those things. Yeah. You hear her? Because I'm not paying attention to her. She's terrible. You're so bad. But, if she was all bad, it'd be easy to, like, slap her around, but she's not. She's smart and she's good, and she's very, very needy, and the breeder said along her lines from her grandfather, I think, um, they have, like, needy genes. I mean, Holly and Zoya are not needy at all. Oh my god, Piper, she has to be within eyesight. She's gotta know where I am all the time. She has to touch me. She has to it's really funny, Piper, I know. Really, Alice? Wow. So anyway, I went to the orthopedic surgeon and, first thing is he whips the door open and says, "I'm not giving you a prescription for pain pills." And I said, "That's not what I'm here for." And I showed him the MRI and the report, and I said, "I want you have to give me a cortisone injection. I can't take it anymore." And I said to him, as a nurse, I understand the whole issue with the pain pills, and he kind of like took a step back, and his demeanor changed. So he did give me the injection, and I went to the gym and started like doing a lot of work for my deltoids, for all of the surrounding muscles. I haven't had a problem with it since. So, yeah, stat, I don't have to go to PT, even for my hand, every day of the week. Show me what you want me to do. And, I'm not going to buy equipment, everything. Show me at home what I can use to mimic what I'm doing at hand therapy. And that's what I'll do. Um, well, Moonchild, doctors are terrified that hey, Kevin, you're on my list too. Um, the DEA has made physicians so afraid of prescribing any kind of narcotics. I mean, if people have pain, you have to treat it appropriately. If you're having severe pain, Tylenol is not going to do it. Ibuprofen is not going to do it. You're going to have to use an opioid. Um, no, I said to Kevin, I said I was so prepared. I made a list of topics to talk about, and I was all set up. And then right after I signed on, everything went to shit. But anyway, I'm back. You really have to, you have to do your own physical therapy and your own strengthening on your own time. And notice the redistribution point. Oh, geez, Stat, you couldn't have said it in like layman's terms for me. So, she's having surgery on it. Oh, wait. Yeah, I actually did see something um, about a shoulder replacement. When I went to the orthopedic surgeon with my shoulder, I mean, it fucking hurt. I said to him, "Listen, I'm not pitching the ninth inning in the seventh game of the World Series. Just do something so I can use my arm and it doesn't feel like it's being ripped out of the socket." And I just had one cortisone shot and that was it. And it worked. So I A shoulder replacement is a pretty involved surgery for a 70 some odd year old morbidly obese woman who is a higher than average anesthetic risk. You know, they have to put you to sleep to do a shoulder replacement. There is no block or regional anesthesia. They have to put her to sleep. And for shoulders, you're not laying flat. They put you, it's called in a beach chair position, and they kind of rotate you. So trying to ventilate her in that position with a belly and the weight would not be an easy task. I mean, could it be done? Yeah, but it's a risk. It's an anesthetic risk. You know, you can, the risk when you have surgery is not the surgery, it's the anesthesia. And depending on how healthy you are going in determines your risk and probably how well. Malinois mama. Oh gosh. Oh, always, Kevin. Always. And she has buttons in here too. Play, mom. I saw a video, actually a few videos that my friend sent me of a dog talking with the buttons, but the buttons are, one says bitch. I'm trying to think so the dog will hit go out bitch. Dog wants to go out. So I'm considering putting one of those buttons into the rotation, but she knows how to use them. Yeah, do the surgery in the recliner. I know, just me. Burger King. Malinois mama, as we get older, everybody has arthritis. If she had arthritis that bad, arthritis and the rotator cuff tears are two completely separate problems. Now, for rheumatoid arthritis, I've seen shoulder replacements done. I've seen all kinds of incredible things. I mean, for rheumatoid arthritis, when I worked in the city at a private orthopedic hospital, they did knuckle transplants. A woman came in, she was I'm going to say she was around 40, 42, something like that. And her hands they looked horrible. I mean, her fingers were going in all directions, and the hand surgeon did knuckle replacements. I had never seen that before. If you don't stop, I've gotten down to this now. That usually gets her to knock it off. My mother had a shoulder replacement after she fell in the driveway, and she had like a blowout fracture of her shoulder, and she fractured her elbow. That, when she had it done, that is a rough surgery. She had it done, and I'm sure things have gotten better, but if you still have to have an open incision, and Oh yeah, rheumatoid arthritis is crippling for sure, and that's why they would do a joint replacement. But as far as a joint replacement for just arthritis, you'd have to have crippling arthritis that deformed you. So, your fingers just started, yeah. So, after my mother had her shoulder replacement, she was in a device, I guess you call it. It wasn't a sling. It was a sling. It was this contraption that had neoprene on it, and her arm was bent and it was up against, held immobile up against the sling. It was like Velcro down to the neoprene, and she couldn't move her arm for a month, I think. So when she came out of that sling, whatever, she, and my mother was in really good shape for her age. And, at that time, she was still mowing the friggin' lawn with a push mower. So, she did okay, but she had months and months of physical therapy. The physical therapist came to the house, and she was so nice. And then I would bring her to a physical therapy place that's literally around the corner. Right, exactly, Malinois mama. Everybody, orthopedic surgeons want to make, well, doctors, surgeons, whatever, want to make their patients better. But they also consider, like, how much do you do? Like, how much does she do that she needs? I don't understand. I just don't understand it. Yeah. Well, after this, actually, I mean, I was afraid that this was going to hurt like hell with pins. And I'm like, oh God. And you know what? The, um, the first night, well, she had put some long acting local in, and, the first night I knew I was going to end up waking up because the local was going to wear off. So I think I took 2 Vicodin, slept all through the night, no problem. The next day I took 2 Tylenol. It didn't hurt. It aches a little bit. It's sore, but she prescribed me, I think, 20. I took I took 2 the first night, and I just took 2 the second night because I was anticipating waking up in the middle of the night in pain. Never happened. So, and I never took anything after that. So, but it'll every so often I'll get like a stronger, achy, sore feeling. But you know what? Time goes by and I'll be out of this in no time, and I'll be back to doing what I normally do. I mean, this slowed me down, but like yesterday, one of the hoses from the pool came unhinged, and it was like a water snake spraying all over it was hilarious. And I ran out there in my pajamas. I got soaked, and I had to fix the tubes. So I did. I did it with these 2 fingers and with this hand, and holding things in between my arm, and you just figure out a way to get it done. You just, I'm a doer. I'm not I can't do it. I will get it done. Somehow I'll get it done. Mhm. Did you have an abdominal hysterectomy, just me, or a vaginal hysterectomy? Well, the anesthesia from this affected my cognitive functioning. This was supposed to be a 1-hour procedure. It turned into 3 hours because the break was worse than what she saw on the X-ray. There were bone fragments, but there was one particular piece, they call it a butterfly. It was a spiral oblique fracture with a butterfly component. And that's why she had to put 3 pins in. But time's going to go by one way or the other. Would I prefer that it didn't happen? Sure. But it could have been a whole lot worse. Oh, gosh. Malinois mama. That's true. After my mother had her shoulder, she was at the casino. I took her to the casino, and my mother, every time she went to the casino, she would win. There were very few times that my mother did not come back way ahead. So, see, I have a very high pain threshold too. So I don't know if that's it, or I don't know. Because when I saw the hand surgeon, she said, "Oh, what were you doing about the pain?" I'm like, "What pain?" "Oh, it hurt." I'm like, I just want it fixed so I can go back and do what I want to do. And the hand surgeon is fantastic. She has the best bedside manner. And and where I had it done at the ambulatory surgery center, they were excellent. They were all really, really good. I get a kick out of being on the other end of the anesthesia instead of receiving it, because I always lay there and I think, all right, I'm going to fight this as long as I can and see how long I can hold out. And nobody can hold out. Nobody can fight it. It's really, it's something else, anesthesia. So, all right. Needs to lift the spoon. Maybe that's the physical therapy. Lifting the spoon. Hey. That's no clue. Oh my God. Stop it, Stat. I'm going to have to talk to you about this whole dabbing thing. I need to understand it. Yeah, usually there's not vaginal hysterectomies are usually not painful. They're usually not painful, and that's one of the advantages of it. Malinois mama. Well, I was going to try to vacuum. See, my thing is I don't want to fall on this again. I almost did in the shower last week. Oh my God. And my foot slipped. I went to get in. I'm like, fuck. And the handicap rails that I put in from my mother, thank God I did, because now I need them. Happy juice first. Okay. So where did Kevin go? Did he leave? He gets bored fast. Alice fell asleep. Oh, can I ask you guys to keep Karen Lara in your prayers? She's back in the hospital. She's pretty sick. So just keep her in your thoughts and prayers, please. And I want to say thank you to Diane Vetter for the sweet card you sent. Thank you so much. That made my day. That was awesome. Let's see. What can we talk about first? We could talk about the aliens. I always wonder why when people, oh, I saw these aliens or I saw this, how come they never get a video of it? Like you have your phone, everybody has their phone. You mean to tell me that come on, put your money where your mouth is, get a video of these aliens. Well, there are aliens. There's no, oh, you just head outside, Kevin, you missed it. So, no, just me. They haven't proven anything. It's just a lot of eyewitnesses. I think a cop saw it too, and that's why they went to go investigate it or something. Like I said, the anesthesia has messed with my head, and I hope to God I'm not getting dementia from this, because the first week of the surgery, I couldn't remember words. And even like the live stream that I had, I couldn't remember things. And I realized I'm like, I shouldn't have done that. I was still, I think, kind of like anesthetized that day. So it's getting better, but I still feel like slow. Hi, Flower Power. Just me. I think the cop was there and he saw the light come down. If I'm saying that right. I think it was the people that lived in the house saw the 10-foot aliens. Listen, if I saw 10-foot aliens, I would have hightailed it out of there so fast. I wouldn't have whipped my phone out. I would have been like, I'm out of here. Gotta run. Sorry. Right. And if they take the pictures, they're always blurry. Right. And that same thing with Bigfoot, right? Sasquatch. There are all of these highly pixelated cameras and really detailed videos, but yet they can't get a picture of aliens or Sasquatch. Come on. But they talk about shape shifting a lot, that aliens shapeshift and Sasquatch shapeshifts, and that's why they can't get pictures. And who knows? I think there's a lot of stuff out there that is real that we don't know about. Why they keep it from us, I don't know. With my mom and, of course, me getting older, I often think about what happens at the end. Those who are religious have faith. And then there are other people that think when it's over, that's it. And then there's a part of me that thinks maybe we are just some science experiment for a much more intelligent life force out there. Because if you look at it as a whole and how you do science experiments, let's say you're trying to work with bacteria or whatever, you introduce things into the environment and you see how they affect the individual cells. And so isn't that similar to what we're doing here? They introduce war, they introduce other violence, sickness, hello pandemic, all kinds of things to see what the action and reaction is. So who knows? I mean, you could, of course, sit around and wonder forever what happens afterward. Hey, Mofo, I have questions. What would you ask them, Crackles? Like, How do you know they would understand or speak your language? I'm curious about what they look like because you always see that standard alien face with the wide head on the bottom and it comes down to a point. Is that what they really look like? If they look like that, then why do we look like this? Hmm. So the submarine, apparently it came unleashed and so they all paid $250,000 to die. Hmm. Stat, I actually do want to talk to you about that because I'm actually doing a lot of research about cannabinoids and terpenes, and there's a lot. There's a lot to learn. There really is. It's very, very scientific. I still want to know what Crackles would ask the aliens. But anyway, so this billionaire guy that went down in the sub, you mean to tell me that these people didn't vet this guy? Because there were so many problems before this excursion. I think he was being sued by people that had been on one of the excursions before. Um, can I touch it? Can you touch what? Malinois Mama. Imagine if they could pick up the news signals. Yeah, they would stay really far away. They'd be like, those people, they can't get along. They don't know what they're doing. Yeah, they would stay far away. And another thing about that sub, they were going for what, 4 days or 5? I think they said they had enough oxygen for 96 hours. Right. Just me, but I think they had more problems than not on the majority of the excursions to the Titanic. And it's not like this would have been the first visit. There are so many pictures of the Titanic. Um, I I don't see the draw myself. You know, I scuba dive. One a few years ago, one of the diving clubs had a trip to go dive the Andrea Doria. And, it's not like diving in the Caribbean. The water here is cold. You need a dry suit. It's very, very murky. You can't see very well. So there's no enjoyment. Like mm-mm. I want to be in beautiful, crystal clear blue Caribbean water that's warm with all those colorful fish. And I don't want to go diving and Malinois Mama. I saw the interview with the guy that built it. I think it was a while ago. I don't know how many years ago. And they were inside the thing. And the guy says, like, there was a handle on top. He goes, "Oh, I got this from Home Depot." And how he drove and steered the sub was with a video game controller. I am not even kidding you. A video game controller, $45 video game controller. So if I'm going down 13,000 feet, that's not the vessel that I would be traveling in. You would think. Malinois Mama. I mean, I don't know what else they can get from the Titanic. They've been through it how many times already? So, and another thing is that little sub was small. What were there 5 people in it? They were sitting like how you sit on a log flume, one behind for 96 hours? That's how you have to sit? What were they eating? If you have to use a toilet, what do you do? I mean, those were really cramped, the size of a minivan. Like, who? I don't know. I know, just me. I don't know. I know they couldn't lay down, and it's not like each of them had a chair either. They it was literally like a log flume where you sit behind. What is the dr and it was $250,000 for that. What is the draw? And if the guy was building the vessel with parts from Home Depot and video games, it couldn't have been all that much money to build it. Oh, they were supposed to go there and come back? A 5-hour trip? It wasn't like going down there for a few days and cruising around? That's what I thought it was. I didn't know it was like a go down there, and I'm claustrophobic too, just me. That would not years ago, on the west side of Manhattan, they had 2 or 3 Navy subs that came in. Was it for Fleet Week? Maybe. So I went over just to see the subs, and, you know, the they're in those subs for, like, 6, 7, 9 months sometimes. You talk about cramped quarters. I could not do that. I definitely could not do that. Their bunks were just slabs of steel with a foam mattress on top. Yeah, I couldn't there's no way I could do that. And knowing how deep you are in the waters, no. Hey, Donna, what's up? Oh, so it was just 5 hours. So why did I think that they were gonna go down and cruise all around for longer than that? I don't know. I-95. Oh gosh. So apparently the whole thing came unleashed and because they were down so far. And oh, okay, there I am. See, I froze up again. Yeah, 10 minutes to 8. It's the witching hour, the Wi-Fi witching hour. Oh, thanks, Donna. It's okay. I had my sutures taken out yesterday, and I have to go see her once a week. Um, and, and she said she might next week. I'm firing the iPad up because I have a feeling that I'm going to need it. Oh my God. You're playing with me, Wi-Fi. Quit playing with me. All right, so they're all dead. I kind of sucks. Um, oops. Let's see how many times I freeze up. Well, feline. I think there are several families. Am I here? I'm on my laptop and my iPad. So, is this better or no? I don't even know what to do anymore. I'm reading the comments on my laptop and I do not know what that sound was. I I'm so sorry. This is terrible. I'm so sorry. This is terrible. Let's see if I can get the other one back. Mm-mm. Mm. Okay. Let's try this now. See, I don't know if it's the Wi-Fi or laptop. Oh my God. So I'm going to close this one and go from this one. See, on my iPad, I can't see the chat. I have to go completely. Now, see, I don't know what it is because usually 8 o'clock is the Wi-Fi witching hour, but um,